amazing goal by Ricky Villa. The big man from Argentina went round 1, 2, 3.
Good afternoon, everybody, or good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world and whenever you're watching this. Before I start, again, always, I just want to say a massive shout out to everyone in the recent days that have subscribed. Massive shout out to you guys. I think we're up to about 500 or over 500 now, which is brilliant. And now the road to 1K is on. So please, if you haven't, please subscribe to all my stuff. All my handles are just below. So please go out there and smash it out because it genuinely means a lot. So thank you so much, anyone that has, and all the guys that are commenting. I will be premiering this, so I will be in the chat, so chatting to you guys as well. We're going to talk about at the moment, Mauricio Pochettino is very, very close to becoming the next Chelsea boss. I wanted to ask people what their thoughts are on this. Are they happy it's going to happen? Or are they furious that it's happening? Because I think at the moment, a lot of people at the moment are very much in the balance on that bracket. I think there's very few of us in the middle. I'm very much in the middle on this all because I sit there and I think, do you want to go back to him? Is he the solution? I didn't think he would be the solution coming back anyway. But I understand in our fan base that we've got a lot of people that do want Pochettino to come back, which is understandable. I completely get that. He brought a lot of joy to people in this fan base. People enjoyed his football. His football was brilliant at this club. I think for now, at the moment, guys, I just wanted to ask about this. Is him going to Chelsea make him his legacy to go? That was the question in the thumbnail. Is his legacy gone? For me, if I say what legacy, that's going to spark mass debate already in the chat, in the comments and stuff. When I say that, I mean he didn't win anything at Tottenham. Yes, he elevated us massively, and I think that's the one key thing he did do at this club is he elevated us as a football club. He dared us to dream and believe. But do people think that would happen again if he rejoins us? For me personally, no. I don't see if Pochettino does come back that it will in any way make it any different. I think it won't improve us. I don't think it will be massively that big. There'll be a feel-good atmosphere. The feel-good atmosphere will be there. But at the moment, we're at a stage where the feel-good atmosphere isn't the reason that we're going to go and win stuff anymore. I'll be honest, I genuinely think that. I don't think that the feel-good feeling at the moment at this football club is anywhere near that happening. So I'm going to leave it with this. Leave it with this at the moment. Pochettino going to Chelsea, whether we like it or not, is a match made in heaven, isn't it? Look what he did when he came to Tottenham. The first things he did when he came to Tottenham, guys, was he developed the youngsters, promoted the youngsters from our academy up. Not saying he's going to do that at Chelsea, but what he's got at Chelsea, he's got very expensive young players. Players that necessarily will need an arm round. We need a bit of time. And I'll tell you what, Pochettino is the manager that will give him time. And I think for me, guys, that's going to be such a terrifying feeling because I sit back and I think, I don't want Pochettino going there. Not because I don't necessarily want him back, because I'll be honest, I don't want him to come back to Tottenham. If I'm perfectly honest, I've said it before, I've said it on streams, on other channels and all that lot. I don't want Poch back. Not because I don't want him to come back, not because under this regime. He knows how we operate. He knows how we play. And we know how we're managed from hierarchy up. So from that, he might look at us and go, I don't fancy it. It's going to last me a couple of years and then I'm going to have to start again. Do you know what worries me him going to Chelsea? Not again, as I said earlier, not that he's going to Chelsea. What worries me is he goes and wins stuff at Chelsea. He wins stuff immediately at Chelsea. May not be a big trophy, maybe the FA Cup. Say not a big trophy, it's a massive trophy really, but I mean in the sense, maybe not go out and win the league immediately, but he might go around and win the FA Cup. He might go and win a Carabao Cup. He might challenge for the title next season. Probably won't. But is that the bit that terrifies Spurs fans more than him coming back? him going to Chelsea, does it just tarnish his legacy a bit? But I think people completely miss it. And I hear a lot of this. He's a snake if he goes to Chelsea. Why? We sacked him. It's not. I don't think he has any loyalty to us. Why would he? We sacked him. When the chips were down with him, instead of going, do you know what? We're going to fully support you. What did we do? We pulled the trigger. And I'm not arguing, by the way, if it was right or wrong for him to be sacked, because you could argue it was right for him to be sacked. I'm not arguing on that basis. We could argue this for hours about, was it right that he got sacked or was it wasn't? For this argument, I'm going to say it was. Performances weren't good enough. However, there's so many different caveats, and there always is with this football club. The caveats are everywhere. Didn't get backed. Didn't get supported when he needed. When I use the word backed, I mean it. Like, we went a very long time without getting transfers, and you could argue there was parts of it on his fault as well, by the way. It's not solely on Moritz. It's not solely on the owner. Pochettino has to take a lot of responsibility as well. He's not in charge of his football club. Now we talk about him. I mentioned him just there, the owner, the chairman, Mr. Levy. I haven't put anything out about all the stuff that's gone on for the last few days because I've let it pent up into this video. Daniel Levy, you, sir, have to take a lot of this flack now. A lot of it. And this is the one thing I also wanted to say. Sorry, just to sort of changing topics, but I'm just trying to move through it all and what I'm thinking. People that were singing, he's magic, in the stands. All those lot. Who are you going to mark him going to Chelsea's problem for? Is it going to be the man himself, Pochettino? Or is it going to be Daniel Levy? For me, it's Daniel Levy. Because, listen, you guys can't, it's not Pochettino's fault if he goes to Chelsea. He's a manager. He has no reason to come. He isn't a Spurs boy. He didn't grow up down the road in Edmonton. Well, he managed Espanyol before us. He managed Southampton before us. He managed PSG after us. He's not Mr. Tottenham. And I know people hate him because they loved him. They felt he was a part of the fabric. And yes, he was for that period. I absolutely loved Pochettino at Spurs. But it's not right for him to come back now. What we need the Pochettino that we got from Southampton, not the Pochettino that was sacked by PSG. We need someone to start that feel-good era again. I genuinely think if Pochettino comes in, it doesn't work out at all. Yes, we would have a feel-good atmosphere at the club. But guys, he's going to Chelsea. And I want to just mark, because I've seen a lot of stuff as well going on about applauding him if he comes back. Listen, everyone's right to do whatever they want. I would never tell anybody what they should and shouldn't do. But he's Chelsea manager. We don't applaud that, surely, no. Really? For me, I wouldn't. He's now Chelsea manager. I do worry, though. As I mentioned earlier, I worry about him winning stuff at Chelsea. I think that's a key one. I worry about us, though, as well now. I think we're looking at us. Everyone thought Pochettino was the fit. He was the fit. Go and get Poch back is what everyone was shouting when Conte went. And I stood back and I thought about it. I went, if Pochettino didn't join after we sacked Conte, then it told me that he isn't coming at all. As I said, he might be bitter about us as a football club. Not maybe by the fans. I bet he sits back and loves what the fans sing about him. But I talk about it more in the sense of, does he look at us and go, do you know what? They had the opportunity to help me and they didn't. So I'm going to leave it on this for a moment, guys. Poch going to Chelsea, for me, I think we've got bigger things to worry about than Pochettino going to Chelsea. I get it why people are upset. Totally understand it. But for me personally, Doesn't bother me. I'll be honest. Because I think we need to get our own house in order before we worry about our ex-managers. But everyone now, instead of, because I know what will happen, we will get a lot of the he's a snake stuff, guys. We can't be directing our anger at Pochettino. Direct it at the man that got rid of him. Direct it at the man that sacked him. I'll leave it at that. This is obviously coming out shortly, guys. Well, I say shortly, when you're listening to this, you listen to it already here on Wednesday. Tomorrow's the protests. And I'll say at the end of all my videos at the moment, if you're going to the game tomorrow, please join the protests. Join them. If you want Changes Football Club, join it. I'm not on about people that don't. Listen, everyone is entitled to their opinion. Great world to live in, everyone can enjoy their own opinions and they can believe what they want to believe. But if you believe that change is in order at this football club, I really want you guys to help the cause and join the protest. Also, the Palace game in a couple of weeks after, there's a march. Join the march. Well, it's a week and a half straight. Join the march. Join the protest after. Right now, guys, this should be unite for Tottenham. Change for Tottenham, unite for Tottenham, unite for the protests. Unity, come together, guys. Because with enough noise, we will get change. Seeing what's happening on social media, for the first time in such a long time, I feel like we're more united than ever. Because we all have seen that result against Newcastle and was disgusted, outraged. This isn't a point scoring thing about people between me, others, other content creators, people on Twitter, your WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups, whatever communities that you guys are in. This isn't your fault. Individually, it's no one's fault. We are the victims, not the problem. The opportunity now is massive. We've had the statement come out about Stellini going. We had the advisory board, the fan advisory board. We're starting to see pressure, the refunds from the players. We're starting to see stuff happen now. But this is it. This is it now, guys. We really need to work together. A collective force is bigger than a small force. Everyone on the same page. You don't have to agree on exactly the right way. Some might want Daniel Levy to step down tomorrow. Some people might want him just to step aside. Some people might want absolute active change from the owners down. And you're all right, because you're all allowed an opinion. And that for me is such an important bit. Guys, unite. Unite for change. We have a really, really good chance here. Listen, support the team if you can try to after their dismal performance against Newcastle. Support the protest. Support the march. Collaborate together. Unify. You don't all have to get on, but it's time for change. Guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to get this out. And then tomorrow, there'll be match preview tomorrow. I'm going to do a stream tomorrow before the game to discuss the protests. So please, if you can, get onto those videos, that live stream, like, subscribe, join my Twitch, join my Twitter. Obviously, if you're already here on YouTube, if you haven't, please subscribe. Hit the little button. Genuinely means the world. It means more than you'll ever understand. And for that, guys, I'm going to leave you. Guys, peace out.